What's going on, everyone? We're back with a brand new video, and before we get started, let me hit you with now seemingly is my everyday disclaimer. You know, it might be getting to the point where I need to do a disclaimer where I'm at my usual setup, but I am in the 4-wheel studio, aka my car. So if you do hear any differences in audio quality and or background noise, please attribute it to that. And without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So one of my good friends earlier this morning sent me a tweet from and I want to make sure, from the Twitter account of one Apex Jones. Okay. And the subject of the video, let me back up. So when I saw the video, I was like, wow. And I told him, I said, man, I got to make a video about this. This is crazy. And so what it is, it's PTI co-host Michael Wilbon, who's, longtime ESPN personality, sports writer. I believe was at the Washington Post for many, many years. But like I said, now on, pardon the interruption. So one of these segments was talking about Darvin Ham recently being fired, and he let it be known in no uncertain terms. He absolutely 100% did not mince words at all. And he let LeBron James and, to a lesser extent, Anthony Davis absolutely have it on what he thought. So without further ado, I'm going to let you hear what Mr. Wilbon had to say. And there is music behind it, but it's an instrumental of the ether beat. But nonetheless, I'm not skilled enough on how to separate that. But I still feel that the background music is rather apropos, considering what Mr. Wilbon had to say. So without further ado, here is what Michael Wilbon had to say.
You know what? I'm angry. I've known Darvin Ham for a long time. And you're right. He's a great guy. And he's a pretty damn good coach. Because he took a team that had done nothing the year before, missed the playoffs. And last year they got to the conference finals with him. And everybody had praise for him, including LeBron and Anthony Davis. And now all of a sudden I'm talking specifically to the two of them now. They blame him. Their public comments are inadequate. Let me just say this. If you want to be the GOAT, you want to tell everybody you're the GOAT, you're the greatest player of all time, you want to have it on podcasts, you want to have it, then take accountability like one. Do that. There's a social media thing out there now with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. It shows them after they lost in a series. And it shows the determination. It shows them saying, nope, we weren't good enough. I wasn't good enough. There's been some of that, but there hasn't been nearly enough. If you're the GOAT, you do that. You don't blame this cryptically or backhandedly on Darvin Ham. I don't want to hear from anybody in a Laker uniform that the primary problem was Darvin Ham. Yes, LeBron and Anthony Davis were great in that series, but they weren't good enough against Denver. So take that on. GOAT carries responsibility. I don't see it in the firing of Darvin Ham. So go handpick somebody. They're not getting T. Lue. If you're the owner of the Clippers and you got way more money than the Lakers and just as much ego, you ain't letting T. Lue walk across when you got a new stadium and you got stars. You don't need him to go to the Lakers. This is infuriating that the hand is behind this move, Frank. It's just intellectually lazy and unaccountable. And those two guys are too great. They're Hall of Famers. You got to be better than that.
There you have it, the comments of Mr. Michael Wilbon. And I know this is not going to make a lot of LeBron James supporters or over-the-top fans happy, but what he said was 100% spot on. And a lot of us have been saying this for so long that when it comes to LeBron James teams, I've said it on this channel, I've even said it in things that I've posted on our website, when he wins, it's always because of him and how great he is, which he is. He's a tremendous player, so on and so forth. Look at me, GOAT, all this, so on and so forth. Praise me, praise, praise, praise. But whenever he loses, whenever one of his teams loses, there's always some sort of extenuating external circumstance that was the main cause of the defeat. And none of it is never the other team was just better. It's always, well, you know, we were top heavy. We didn't have enough. I was hurt. Such and such was hurt. This happened. It was too cloudy in the sky. My shoelace came undone. My dog ate my homework. Whatever it is, it's always something. And this has not been the case for any other superstar or all-time great ever. It's just with LeBron James that all of a sudden the excuse train runs, and it seems to be when it comes to him, it's never late. And now I think it's refreshing to see some people in the media, we'll see how long this continues, starting to actually echo the sentiment that so many of us have had and said enough is enough, that it's time for you should be held to the same standard that other great players have. If they didn't get it done, the fact of the matter is they didn't get it done. You know, they didn't make excuses. They didn't get it done. Period. But when it comes to LeBron, there's got to be an excuse, because surely he could not just lose to the other team because they were better. It had to be. It's always got to be something else. And like I said, I'm really glad to hear it, because that narrative has become tiresome, and it's been going on for at least 14 years. 17 years. Yeah, 17 years. This has been going on, and it's tiresome. And I'm glad to see that it's finally getting more pushback. And what I'm going to really look at as his career winds down, and whenever that point does, that he does decide to step away from the game, will all of the media protections that he has received over the course of his career, will we see those start to go away, as there'll be new players and, you know, things of that nature, to where finally people are going to start coming out more and more and say what they really think. So that's going to be another interesting development as the latter stages of LeBron James's career plays out. But I did want to play this video. I thought it was very telling. I thought it was very accurate. And with that being said, as we wrap up, what do you think of the comments of one Mr. Michael Wilbon? Do you agree with what he had to say? Or I know what some of you are going to say, he just hating, or it's that you're going to work Jordan into it. It's because he like Jordan or whatever. But really think about what he has to say. And before you get into your emotional response, that's for some of the over-the-top LeBron fans that I know invariably will sneak into the comments section. But what do you think, seriously, about what he had to say? And let's have a conversation about it. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. And as always, thank you for spending a few moments with us. We'll be back with more videos real soon. See, I told you. I have been very consistent over the past several days making videos. I told you I was really serious this time. But as always, as I end the video, make sure to tell the ones that you love them.